Tell a story to your baby. Friendship is like high mountains and flowing water. Once upon a time, there was a famous manager named Yu who was a great official of a country that belongs to China today. Master Yu is famous as an artist. He loved his precious instrument and kept it by his side. One day, on the way home from work, Master Yu parked his boat at the riverbank on a moonlit night. He took the precious instrument out. Under the clear moonlight, his instrument sound was so wonderful. Suddenly the strings broke. Master Yu had a feeling that someone was eavesdropping on his music, so he said,
"Is there anyone on the shore listening to my music? Please come out."
A voice from the cliff came.
"Sorry, Master. I came back late to collect firewood. When I was here, I heard the music so wonderful, so I listened."
Master Yu laughed loudly.
"How can the woodcutter understand my music?"
The woodcutter replied,
"I don't think woodcutter can hear and understand the sound of the instrument."
Master Yu seemed embarrassed when he heard the woodcutter's words. He approached the bow of the boat and said loudly,
"If you know how to listen to the music, can you tell me what song I played just now?"
The woodcutter calmly replied,
"It's Master Kong's song."
Master Yu sent servants ashore to pick up the woodcutter from the boat. Master Yu says,
"I know you are knowledgeable about the music, so can you listen to my thoughts through the sound?"
The woodcutter said,
"Master, let me hear some music."
Master Yu plays the first piece of music. The woodcutter looked up and smiled.
"Great, high willpower. High mountain song."
Master Yu plays the second piece of music. The woodcutter waved his hands into the water.
"The river is vast. Flowing water song."
Master Yu was very surprised, looked at the woodcutter without stopping. He thought, how can anyone feel his music like that? He sent servants to clean the tea and set up a banquet. Then he stood up in front of the woodcutter and asked,
"Dare to ask your name and hometown?"
The woodcutter quickly stood up and answered,
"My surname is Zhong, who lives nearby. And you?"
"My last name is Yu."
After knowing Zhong is 27 years old, Master Yu respectfully says,
"I'm 10 years older than you. I want to be friends with you."
Zhong agreed. Then the two accepted each other as brothers and talked to each other very well. The next morning, the two brothers had to part because Master Yu was busy with work. Master Yu promises Zhong to meet again next year at this place. A year later, Master Yu returned to the old river station. He waited for Zhong from early morning until late at night as promised but did not see Zhong coming. Master Yu has a bad feeling for Zhong. Early the next morning, Master Yu brought his precious instrument to the mainland to look for Zhong. Along the way, Master Yu asks for information about Zhong from an old man.
"Sir, do you know the woodcutter's your name Zhong?"
Hearing Master Yu's question, the old man sadly said,
"Zhong is my son. My son was sick and passed away more than 3 months ago. On the right side of the road you just passed there is a small tomb, which is Zhong's grave. Today is exactly 100 days since he passed away. I just came back from visiting the grave when I met you."
In front of Zhong's grave, Master Yu prostrated his best friend and sat down to play a melancholy tune. Then Master Yu stopped playing and recited poetry for the above verse.
"This day on last fall the riverside we met each other, this year I came back, where are you side cold river? There was only a grave, the life was so unexpected, oh pity how many tears have been shed? Dark clouds cover my heart, the sadness replaced my best friend Zhong. Zhong, one didn't know what to say now. Who can understand my music? Maybe I will never cease to grieve for you.
As soon as he finished reading the lyrics, Master Yu lifted his instrument and slammed it down on the rock. The instrument broke to pieces. The old man said,
Why did the master break the precious instrument?
Master Yu replied to the old man with a quatrain poem.
Smashing the instrument, it hurts me, but without you, who listens? Even though the large world, but who understands my music?
Meaning of the story: Master Yu and Zhong's friendship is hard to find in the world. This friendship has touched our hearts with many emotions. Everyone was in tears when Master Yu returned to the old place on the appointed date, but Zhong was absent. After knowing that Zhong was dead, Master Yu's heart was broken and he couldn't stop crying for his best friend. The friendship is a gift that God has given to mankind, so we must know how to preserve and cherish it. The friendship does not appear intentionally, it arises unexpectedly and originates from the heart of us. It is simple, rustic and peaceful.